Hi, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to talk to you about charging for what you are worth, owning your worth. So, who here wants that, right? You can share that with me. You can hit that like button or type in the comments, okay? So, I wanted to talk about this, and before I share, just in case those of you new, my name is Jenny Ngo, and I'm a healer for entrepreneurs and a intuitive business coach. I help entrepreneurs navigate the ups and downs of running their business and grow their dream business to six figures and beyond while doing what they love. So before we dive in, I wanted to bring this forth, and in a little bit, we also will share a clearing healing activation to help you shift the energies so they can start owning more of your worth. Because I do believe that purpose-driven entrepreneurs or heart-centered entrepreneurs, the more abundance, the more prosperity we have, the more money we can make and be successful in our business, the better philanthropy we can do, the better humanitarian we can be, and it just makes this world a better place and raise the consciousness of all. But it starts from with each and every one of us, each of us owning our true worth, the worth that's aligned to the divine, aligned to source, whichever that is that you believe in, the higher power. So first I want to recommend that you watch this through, and maybe you have to watch this back a couple of times, and to really get the gist of this. And it first start off with a set of intention, okay? Because with anything, it starts with our intention. Do we really want that, okay? Do we truly really want to own our worth? Even we say we want it, it may be conceptually in our mind, but are we fully embodying that energetically and fully embody our worth? And one of my recipe for manifestation is manifestation of anything equals your intention plus energetic alignment plus taking aligned actions plus divine timing. Okay, the big chunk of this is energetic alignment, where most people are not quite aligned to what is that we desire, hence it's not coming, or sometimes we even push it away. And then the other thing is the piece about divine timing. I'm just going to quickly touch on it. Divine timing, yes, there is a component of divine timing, but I also believe that the sooner the student's ready, the quicker the teacher can appear. Okay, so part of this talk is more, energetically, it all boils down energetically. How much are we actually embodying this and owning this energetically in our deep core essence? And part of that is one of the energy blueprints, is worth value energy line. And this worth and value energy line is how much you're able to own your true worth and value, feeling good enough, feeling worthy, feeling deserving, okay? And the minimum it needs to be is greater than equal to 9%, okay? Eventually you want to get to source creative perspective with 100%. And I'll put the link in the description. You can read more about this and the rest of it, okay? So this is worth and value energy line, just a big chunk of the piece of the puzzle, but the other piece of the puzzles that need to also be met, need to come to alignment so that we can have a successful business. We can create that dream business and create that dream life. You can't really separate business from life, okay? So let me ask you this and follow along, because this is how it's being guided and it's been coming to me, and how I help clients move through their blocks quicker, is that we have to look both sides of the spectrum, okay? We want to first own, we want to own our worth, right? Okay, who doesn't, right? And then we also need to look at where we're not owning our worth, okay? And what's coming up when we feel like we own our worth, and what's coming up when we're not owning our worth. So we need to clear from where we are and where we want to be, clear up the gunk, the stuff, the belief systems, the BS, and the stories, and the dense energies that we've been holding on to and believing so true, and hence it keep manifesting in our business, in our life, okay? So I'm going to take you through this process that bring up both sides of the spectrum, and to see what else is up here to clear through, what else is up here to clear through, okay? So be sure to follow along, and you can listen to this once, and be sure to come back and listen to where you can actually take some notes, okay? So one is, where in your business you are not truly owning your worth, okay? Take a note of that. And perhaps where in your life you're not owning your worth. Okay, and how does this shows up in your life and in your business, and what comes up for you? Okay, I would love to hear your experience, and you can type it in a comment. And perhaps you are afraid of getting out there, being visible and sharing your work and sharing your message and sharing what you're here to do and how you can help your clients break through wherever they are, whatever niches you may be in, okay, or industry. And this is directly affecting your business income, and not just that, your life. How much is this affecting your life, and how much stress, and perhaps even reaching to burnt out? Okay, where perhaps you're not able to attract ideal clients, those ideal clients that you wish you can clone, right? Who wants to do that? I do, and multiply them like by hundreds and hundreds, right? And those are the ones that shows up, they're coachable, they're receptive, they do their work, and they're just like show me how I can move forward and how I can work through whatever I'm going through, right? I mean, who doesn't love that? But perhaps you're not getting as many ideal clients you would like to. Perhaps you are still attracting those kind of clients that are not willing to pay you as much as you want to ask for. And you're worth more than that, but you keep attracting these clients that keep perhaps barter or negotiating with you for your services, or some that don't even see the value in your services, or some that don't show up. Of course, they don't show up, they're not being coachable, they're not getting the results that you want to have them to have. And because as coaches and healers, and the work that we do in our business, whatever work that you do, we want the best for our clients, right? I mean, that's what we came into this work for, is we want the best transformation, the quickest way, the most effective way to help our clients. But it's not showing up as much, and sometimes you may doubt yourself. Is this the work that you are doing? How come it's so hard? How come it's hard to get my message across to these people, or to get this message across in a way that people get it? Okay, my ideal audience gets it. Okay, and perhaps when you are not owning our worth, how does it show up your business? Perhaps you feel like you have to be the one that does everything, okay, on you. By yourself, because you're not feeling supported, and even the times you try to hire a virtual assistant or a team, it's just like too much work, or your team is not supporting you, things like that. Okay, and there's many reasons why we're not truly owning our true worth. Okay, and a little bit later, like I said, I will take you through a mini healing clearing to help you move through and shift some of these energies that's in the way. Okay, but again, it's important to follow along so you can bring up as best you can now. Okay, it's easy. I get this all the time. My clients say in my coaching program said, "Jenny, it's so much easier when I'm with you." Okay, but this is some of the layers of stuff that's in the way. So what layers of gunk can be stirred up now, so that you can release it and change out the water, and so that it doesn't become mucky and yucky, okay, and gunky. So how does this make you feel when you are not owning your worth, your true worth? Okay, what thoughts are coming up for you? Okay, really sit with this. Okay, and what emotions are coming up for you as you being with this? What belief systems are coming up? What stories are you telling yourself? Okay, and please feel free to share this, and because I believe that you're not the only person that's experienced this. From my experience, we're not the only person, even though we may feel like we're the only person, and others can receive so much from this, the more we share. And like, I also believe that rising tides lift all boats, and we all in this together. Okay, and perhaps you may be feeling, I'm not good enough, I am not deserving, who I think I am. what if I really truly owning my worth and I be successful and I make a lot of money in my business? What what others would think of me? Perhaps they're jealous of me. My family will be more dependent on me. They come for me for money and things like that. I don't have privacy. Or you may have more clients in your business, right? More customers you need to serve. And it feels like there's too much more responsibilities. How can I hold this space for all these people that I'm responsible for and to serve? Or you may feel like you maybe not good enough or seasoned enough or have enough experiences to be able to work with these folks that's coming in for you. Or perhaps, we may feel that more clients equal more money, but also more burden, more responsibility, and I have less time for me, less time to take care of myself. In the past I've been through burnt out and I don't want to go down that road. Or perhaps you feel like you don't have the time to spend time with your family, with your children, travel, doing fun things, and that's why we hold ourselves back, playing small, and inadvertently not owning our true worth and showing up. Okay. The other piece about judgment of what other things of us, okay, what other thing people would think of me. What if I'm successful and making 6 figures, for example? I don't want people to think that I'm better than they are. Okay, I want people to feel like they're equal, to me. I'm no better than they are. And I don't want them to feel that way. I don't want them to feel disappointed. I don't want to feel like I am better than they are. Okay, and whatever reasons we put a lid into showing up, shining our light, sharing our gifts, and living our purpose and doing what we came here to do. So being with this, sit with what stories, what emotions, what belief systems come up for you when you're not owning your worth, okay? And this will shine the light into your experiences and to what, so that you can be more aware of it. And this is, like I mentioned, this is what's in the way of us showing up fully, okay? Us showing up fully, okay? For example, I'm just going to share this quick experience of this one client recently. I work in a coaching program. She was she has workshops, right, that she can invite people to, but she was limiting herself to X amount of people to come to her workshop. And she didn't realize that the deeper reasons is that she is afraid of what other people think of her. If she's more successful, then she doesn't want people to think that she is better than they are. So she put a cap on it. And once we work through that, and she really owning more her worth and really release that, tweak that perspective, and having more clients, doesn't mean that, that she's better than other people. They're jealous of her, or there's more responsibility, or she makes more money. Actually, the other piece too, if she makes more money in her business, then her family is going to be asking her to do all kinds of free work for help everyone else under the sun. And they've already been doing that already, asking her to help out. Every time she feels like she make more money, they ask her to help out other people in the family or other people in the community. And she feels like the more money she makes, then the more responsibility she'll have, and she feels tiring, exhausting, and she doesn't want to have that. Well, she can see that through, and I help her tweak that perspective and shift that energy in her. She's able to attract more clients naturally into her program and workshops, and she doesn't feel that the more money she feels now, she can make more money, and that it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be a burden. It doesn't have to be responsibility. It doesn't have to be that family coming after her to ask her to help everyone under the sun. Okay, I hope that this is making sense for you, and whatever that is for you, see how it may seem so true, but it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, that makes sense. So on the flip side of this is, like I mentioned, on the one side of the spectrum is how we feel when we don't own our worth, perhaps the negative energies, okay? On the other side of the spectrum is the positive energies, okay? And even the positive energy, we want to own our worth, right? And who doesn't want to own their worth? And imagine yourself, how does it feel to really truly own our worth when we can show up and attract those ideal clients, and we can, you know, get out there and be visible and not be scared, and feel good about what we do and really own what we do, and knowing that the transformation we make is massive, okay? But on the other side, the caveat of that is that sometimes we're afraid of that. You know, we're afraid of failure, and we're also afraid of success. Just like the Marianne Williamson put this so beautifully, and this is a paraphrase of that, is we are afraid of our greatness, not our inadequacy. Okay, sometimes we're even afraid of how great we'll be, how amazing we'll be, how such an influencer and how we show up to help so many lives transform, and the ripple tsunami effect of that. Okay, and we're even afraid of being successful. We're even afraid of making more money. We're afraid of being, you know, what people think and all these things, okay? So what's coming up for you? What emotions, what feelings, what belief systems or stories you tell yourself? If you were to own your worth, what will happen then? Sometimes you don't feel safe. And so some of the things I just shared earlier too can apply to this. Okay, this is where we also need to make a note of this. And this is, like I mentioned, whichever stuff is coming up when we're not owning our worth, whatever stuff is come up when we actually own our worth, need to be transformed and released so that we can energetically do this without feeling bad about it. Okay, and it's not just what we think in our head. Oh yeah, I own my worth. I know I'm worthy. I am worthy of, you know, XYZ clients, you know, I'm worth X amount of clients coming in, X amount of money in my business, even 6 figures and beyond. But if we don't energetically own this, and how we own this more and more is to release the energies and the stories and the belief systems that we have towards it, so that we can really own it. We can feel that we're worthy. Okay, the more you do this and the proper healing support that you have this to help you clear out the blocks and the energies of it, perhaps maybe you feel that, you know, you're afraid to get out there, for example, or you're afraid, you feel like you're not good enough. Okay, perhaps before it was like 90% believing so true. Okay, and then the more you work on this, perhaps maybe it got dropped down to 70% believing it's true, and then maybe 50% believing it's true, and then 30, you get the gist, okay, down 10 and 0. Okay, and when you get to that place, this is how you know you really own it. And it's just not just think in your head, you're owning it. It manifests in your life. When you truly own the work that starts from within you, your life start to be, your business start to grow and change. You start getting those ideal clients moving in. You start to get a following of people that love you, adore you. Not just that, and many more, but also your relationship in your family changes. You have a more supportive relationship. Your health even improves. So when we shift this energy within us, worth is not just one place in our business or in our making money, but worth is everywhere. I hope that makes sense. So I'm all about, you know, sharing with you all that your dream business and your dream life is here, and it's waiting for you to get out your way, to do the inner work that is required for you to shift this, okay? So let's breathe this in. Without further ado, just drop into the heart space now and notice what's coming up for you. Whatever emotion you may be feeling, allow all that to be there. Perhaps you're resonating with this at some level. Perhaps you're feeling frustrated that you're not where you are and you've been doing this work for a while. Or any thoughts that I wish I can have more ideal clients. I wish I can get out there. I wish I don't have to be afraid of showing up as who I am, as authentic as I can be. And wherever you feel this in the body, and as you're being with me, whatever comes up more and more for you will show up in the form of your body sensations, your emotions, and the thoughts in your mind. But just aware of it, being present with it. I share with clients that, or folks, is that healing equals feeling plus mindfulness. But when you can be mindful and you can feel and allow these energies to smooth through you, just like water, moving through when you're taking a shower, okay? Then that's how you can release these energies. Okay? Whatever you feel right now is your own energies, your own places where you've been believe is true. All these things are actually your own energies. It's no one else. Perhaps you picked it up and held on to it. Okay. So again, allow that to move through. Whatever emotions come up is also what's so for you. And the more present you are, the more grounded you are, the more this can actually surface up for you to heal and release. So that you can align you to your true worth. And again, the divine always already know that you're worthy, already want you to be there. It's just that we have to get to that place, okay? Align our energies to that, the divine essence of owning our worth, our true worth. So for those of you that are new and haven't seen me do mini healing, before the light language come through is LIGHT language, and it's a high vibrational sound healing tool. It's a spiritual gift that came to me a few years ago and really helps you connect from the balance the head and the heart and release the gunk. I call it the gunk energies, wherever there's limited beliefs, dense emotions, and even past hurts that's in the way of you owning your worth more and more. So allow yourself to release this and feel this. And if you are listening to this and you're driving or operating heavy machinery, then please, you can go back to this part, okay? Because it does put some people in an altered space or really sleepy space. So just for disclaimer, okay? And because it does work at a deep transformation process, transformational level. All right, so again, allow whatever you feel to be there, breathing with that, let it move through. Apakaniki, 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 apakikaniki, apakaniki, apakikaniki, apakikaniki, adadadada, apakikanida, adadadadadadadadadadadadadadadada, apakikaniki kanada, apakikanida, adadadadadadadadadadadadadada, apakikanari kanari arakikaniki, apakiniki, adadadada, adadadadadadadadadadadadadadada, arikikana, arikikana, adadadadadadadadadada, arikikana, apakiniki, adadadada, awesome. So I hope that you find this beneficial. I hope that you're able to sense the difference before and after somewhat. And again, some of you may just need some tweaking of this, okay, of the energy. Some of you need a lot of healing support to really help you own this, because this stuff has been going on with you for a long time, not just a year or two. It's been many, many decades, okay? So I hope that you're able to benefit from this at the level that you can. I've got to mention that everything is dependent on us as a vessel that is to receive, just like the analogy, the garden hose I usually like to share. The garden hose, if it's kink to twisted, then you only can receive so much, okay, and let go so much. So go back to listen to this and share with your colleagues, and especially those that are entrepreneurs and they want to build their dream business and their dream life. And if this has been helpful to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be informed of my next video. And I hope to come back and see you next time, and take care. Much love to you.